we have another proportion here. Proportion is an equation once again. Ratio on the left equals ratio on the right. The unknown in this problem is x, and that's what we have to solve for. We have to find out what x is. We have to calculate what x is. So let's start with cross multiplication. So we're using the first method of cross multiplication. So 26x equals 5.5 times 30. So 26x equals, and remember in the case of multiplication and division of mixed numbers, we change the mixed numbers to improper fractions. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 1, 11 over 2 times 30. Now, in this case, it is possible to cancel a common factor. So I'm going to do that. And if not, I can postpone that for later. Now, remember our goal is to get rid of anything that is attached to x. We want to get x by itself. X is multiplied to 26, so we do the opposite, which is division, to cancel the 26 out. So 11 over 2 times 30 over 1. And now, remember we are dividing both sides by 26. So make sure that the 26 is in the denominator. You can put it anywhere in the denominator as long as you're multiplying it with any number in the denominator of the right hand side. Now another way of looking at this is, let's say we have 26x and we are dividing by 26. That's equal to 11 over 2 times 30 over 1, and we're going to divide by 26. So let's see what that is. So x is going to be 11 over 2 times 30 over 1 times, and now we're going to flip the fraction and make it 1 over 26. So it's the same thing. Just make sure that 26 is in the denominator. Now, let me show you what we do next, and that is we simplify. First we cancel. Now we have x by itself, so we've solved for x. Now we know something cancels. There's a 2 in here that cancels with the 2 in the denominator, and most likely nothing else. So we have 11 times 2 times 15 is 30 times 1 divided by 2 times 1 times 26. Just multiply all the denominators, multiply all the numerators. Nothing else cancels because 26 is 13 times 2, and 13 is not a factor, and 2 is not a factor of anything in the numerator. So we have 11 times 15. So 11 5s are 55, carry the 5 over, 11 1s 11, plus 5. 11 plus 5 is 16. So it's 165 over 26. Now let's solve it in a different way. It's just the first step that'll be different. So we start off with 26 over 30 equals 5.5 over x. Now we have to solve for x, so we cannot have x in the denominator. So we flip the fractions on both the sides. Whatever you do to one side, remember you have to do the exact same thing to the other side. And now how do we get rid of the 5.5, which is division, which is in the denominator, by multiplying with a 5.5 on both sides. So we cancel the 5.5s and we have x equals 5.5 is 5 times 2 is 10, which is 11 over 2 times 30 over 26. Notice that we have a 2 and a 26 in the denominator. Same thing, 11 and a 30 in the numerator. When we simplify, we are going to get the exact same answer. 2 times 15, and then we go 26 in the denominator. 15 times 11, 11 times 15. 11 fives are 55, 11 ones 11, and it's 165 over 26. How do we check our answer? Sometimes checking the answer takes a long time, but if you have enough time, make sure you're checking the answers by plugging the answer back into the equation. So we have 5.5 divided by 165 over 26. So we cross multiply. 26 times 165 over 26 is equal to 5.5 times 30. So we cancel the 26 and we get 165 equals 11 over 2 times 30 is 2 times 15. The 2's cancel and we get 11 times 15 on the right side is 165, and our answer is correct. Next we have another equation, a proportion. A ratio on the left equals ratio on the right. We cross multiply. Cross multiplication is a method that will always work. Just make sure you do the calculations carefully. So this is our first step when we cross multiply, 4.75k. So now 4.75 is multiplied to k, and we need to get rid of it because we want to solve for k or get k by itself. Notice that we're going vertically down. Make sure you're solving equations. Don't write on the right side, just go step by step, go down vertically. And now we have 4.75k divided by 4.75, and this is 9.5 times 8 divided by 4.75. We cancel the 4.75, and that was the whole point of the division, to get k by itself. This is what we want. And that is equal to 9.5 times 8 divided by 4.75. So now, if we want to work with fractions, we want to get rid of all the decimals. So how do we get rid of the decimal in the numerator? By multiplying with the 10, because there's just one decimal place value. But in the denominator, we can get rid of the decimal by multiplying with 100 and shifting the decimal point 2 places to the right. So we go with the higher of the two because we want to get rid of the decimal point in both the numerator and denominator. So we multiply the numerator and denominator by 100. We're just simplifying. So we get k equals 95 because we shift the decimal point 1 place value to the right, getting rid of one of the zeros in the 10 because 100 is 10 times 10. So basically it's 10 times 10, and we got rid of one of the 10s by shifting the decimal point 1 place value to the right. So basically we did 9.5 times 10 and shifted the decimal point to the right because it's multiplication, and we got a 95. But then we are still left with another 10 in the numerator. We didn't really need that for removing the decimal point, but we had to multiply and divide with the 100. So that way the decimal point in the denominator shifts 2 place values to the right, which makes it a 475. So when you multiply 4.75 with 100, we get 475. So when we shift the decimal point to the right by 2 places, we are basically multiplying with 100. Now all we have to do is simplify. So 5 goes into 95. 5 ones are 5, subtract. We have a 4, and then bring the 5 down. 5 nines are 45. And we get a 0 remainder. So we have 19 times 5 times 8, and then of course we have a 5 times 2, which is a 10, divided by, now remember 475, I keep reminding you of this. If it ends with 2 zeros, or it ends with a 25, or it ends with a 75, we know that 25 goes into it. Think of this as $4.75. How many quarters do we have here? Every dollar has 4 quarters, so $4 have 16 quarters. 4 times 4, 16. And then we have 3 more. So basically what this tells us is that 16 plus 3 is 19. 19 quarters make $4.75. So 475 is 19 times 25. So the 19 cancels. Notice that 5 times 5 is 25. 25 is 5 times 5. So 25 cancels with the 2 5s in the numerator, and we are left with k equals 8 2s are 16. And if you want to check your answer, you can plug it back into the equation. And make sure that it works. So we have, let's see, 4.75 divided by 8 equals 9.5 divided by 16. We cross multiply. So 4.75 times 16, is it equal to 9.5 times 8? We can do the multiplication. So 475 times 16. 6 5s are 30. 7 6 are 42 plus 3 is 45. 6 4s are 24 plus 4 is 28. 0. 5 1s are 5. 7 1s are 7. 4 1s are 4. Add the numbers. And we get 5 plus 5 is 10. 8 plus 8 is 16. 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 7. So it's 7600, but remember it's a 4.75, so that's 2 decimal places here, 0 decimal places here, so it's a total of 2, and that's a 76 on the left. Now let's multiply 9.5 by 8. 8 5s are 40. We're multiplying, ignoring the decimal point. 9 8s are 72 plus 4 76. It's 760, but notice there's 1 decimal place value here and nothing else. So we have 76 equals 76, and it is a correct answer.